Zombies, zombies, come on. Hmm? But they're weird though. They can't hear me. I'm streaming. Yes. Nice, our phones are good, they're done. Still some space.
Space for new memories?
Yeah, for new memories, nice. Now I gotta get mom's and Peter's. I think she wanted the movie and some songs.
Together to survive. Tell us what must be done.
Oh,
Sam and I have unfinished business.
that looks sick as fuck.
Stabilize the reactors.
I love this little middle area. So we're going to get this guy. Yeah, boy.
Big fan of that.
I'm so glad they added a new map. Oh my god.
I was afraid
I wonder what the boss is gonna be. That's gonna be
anyone,
crazy.
so I lied. Nexus is beyond even the Sentinel artifact's reach. Richtofen was closing in on the artifact. I had to act. Please help me.
Max armor. Do you find it amusing?
I gotta use those gobble guns, bro. I got like thousands. Always saving for some. Okay. Profit sharing for some.
John Blanchard to whoever is out there.
Maybe I should have some.
The man's a murderer. I'm pinned down, but I'll help if I can. Double points. Change of pace.
So, yep. There we go. Okay, we got 8k. I got 8k. Okay, they're buying those. That's a good sign. Okay. E for elevator. Ooh. Nice. Now, how many have to go? Yeah, I'll have to go. That's where they make those toxic zombies. Oh shit, look at this. Oh, yeah, damn. Look at that. How fuck with this?
This is sick as fuck.
No, they pulled up. They pulled up.
Alright.
I'll forgive them.
I'll let you go.
Okay, I'll open like 5 more.
Double points.
Stamina up.
Delinquent.
The executive suit. Let's go. Oh, cool, man. Look at this. This shit got level. Damn, look at that. Oh, I love it. There's so much space. Okay, somebody, I paid half.
You find it amusing?
I'll spend 10k, of course.
I don't even have enough.
Not even for half? Damn. That's
I
bad.
just got Jack though.
Hey, yo, they found Klaus' legs.
The one thing we both have in common is we're seen as criminals. Rules can't hold. You just made a fatal mistake. Live by your own rules.
Stay in the north. Why don't you just move shit around and shit? Yeah, you can lay.
I'm so used to when they play shit with me, so I'll have to sit up.
I got a controller and that shit doesn't even have stick drift, bro. Yeah, what you doing? I'm just joking. Hey. Oh, fuck. is... Where is Pocket Punch?
That's a good ass question.
Yeah. Take the teleport to sub level 10. Oh, Juggernaut is here. 3k, are you mad?
You went to... I'm thirsty.
Okay. I've got enough.
I am taking the teleport.
Do you find it amusing?
Okay. Ooh, look at this. Looks good, looks good.
Oh, and this is where the shield is.
Also, key item, the sheessh bounce punch. Hey, that's gonna be a nice little Easter egg. I wonder what the weapons are in this one. The wonder weapons. Because every map got its own wonder weapon.
They always do.
Hey. Ah.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Don't remember wavy beams ever being a good thing.
Oh, so they're already like doing Easter eggs.
Find a way to fix
man.
it.
I wish I knew how to help you, but I
I
don't.
regret
Well, we already like know how to do the basics. Oh, sure we do.
finally have a life. Do not try to take that from me.
Yes. Think of all you suffered to bring
Clear Ethereum deposit from Kulan 5. Okay, I got it.
from my family. The levels are balancing out.
Oh shit, look, they're flying!
Oh, oh,
Commando close! Oh shit! They exploded.
they're coming to me.
And I have no ammo.
No, I'm stuck. Oh, holy fuck. Oh,
Okay, so.
oh.
We now have a
What the actual fuck? They are the new zombies? Yo, G-force, G-gravity. Jump.
Oh,
So that shit?
we can fly too.
Yeah, boy. Thankfully, these robots are not high.
I like those robots.
Oh shit, Pocket Punch! Yo!
That is all I have left of my family. God save
Are we like, it's in G-gravity? That is it?
Trust sale. That's your game plan? No, the only thing I trust is science. And
Yeah, we can find the zombies here. Yeah. Yeah. We got the zombies like slowly. Oh, that's it!
Hey,
G-gravity.
Bonus points.
don't catch me, bitch.
Okay, guess who plays oh shit, Parkaholic, I need that. Oh, that shit. Every time.
You just made a fatal mistake.
I wonder what the mini Easter eggs on this map are.
He's so cute. I really like the rat king.
That was sick. We haven't saw the little mini ones from other maps as well.
Yeah, that's true.
We
Well,
got-
I think we did Liberty Falls.
We did Liberty Falls, yeah. We haven't done the dinosaur.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, G-Force is gone. Almost it all.
know your role, comrade. Easy choices.
Oh, we're back. Okay. We just move from corner to corner.
I'm waiting for Please.
I need a fucking right on the stage. Hey.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, that's a lot of zombies.
You just made a fatal mistake.
Oh,
I can tell you what to do, but it's way more thrilling if we're both on this vibe ride together.
Nice.
oh, I can do this. Oh, Spitfire. Oh, I have to kill it.
Airfire is
I
great.
really
Where's the fucking one? Okay, there we go. I got it.
So, fair warning. Thanos was working on
We need more
genuine
zombies.
mad scientist shit in there.
grab again?
Yes, sir. Hey.
Say you don't suck.
I need to fuck a bunch of bitch. Where did I need to go away from me?
Watch out for the laser, I think.
But is it live ammo if it's a living weapon? We
There
got
we
to
go.
be
Oh,
alive.
now I can actually kill some shit.
You
That
are
was a
motivated.
purple.
Description not found.
Okay, great.
Your trial reward unlocked. Excellent work. Please, flood your brains with dopamine and serotonin.
Yo, we got it.
If my algorithms allowed, I would dispense greater rewards. Alas, I am a slave to my programming.
So I take it you will side with Sam.
Oh,
To a
fuck.
choice.
What the fuck is it?
Maybe we got teleport.
I go.
Hey, same time.
Hey.
Okay. Still up.
Oh, look. Quantum computing. I'll pay half.
Do you find it amusing?
Also, you never got money. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I just pack a punch my shit.
Okay. Open that goddamn door. Goddamn, yeah. There we go.
Elevator.
Yeah. Whoa. Look at that.
We still gotta go up?
Damn.
Bonus.
Oh, there is a door here.
Do you
Oh,
find it
shit.
amusing?
Damn, I have literally no ammo on nothing, bro.
You don't have ammo?
No.
I got you.
Max.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Too
I
much?
would have get clapped.
I got you.
Oh my god.
And
Insta kill.
Oh yes. Fuck yes. Let's open that door. I paid half. Nice. Yo, look at this. And I got this. What's this?
Oh, shit. And that gives you the instant fall.
Oh, I need money, you know.
Aha! That'll fucking do it.
Oh, fucking god.
We still gotta go up.
Still up. This shit is huge.
Who did this? Who started this?
Dang it.
Ooh. Oh, maybe we launch? Yes. Let's try something. Try launch. Oh, speaker.
It's huge. I love it.
It's like there's some possibilities.
What's the zombie thing? Oh yeah, the mini bosses as well, bro.
Fowler was the head of operations here on Sublevel 10. He may still be of some use to us.
Oh, angle that I was saying is how high that is.
You're gonna get fucked up.
We just gotta kill this.
Dr. Fowler, this is the director. You will help these people reactivate the bioetheric portal.
I know my way around the west.
Oh.
Oh, he's coming from that. That's really Oh, that was in a hole? Oh, shit, I'm parachuting.
Oh wow.
Look, I just parachuted to where you are.
That's insane. That's sick as fuck.
Never parachuted in those zombies.
That's insane. They use different war zones. That's sick.
sick.
Oh, they really put in work into
They
this
actually
one.
did. I just felt like it's like enough work up.
That'll be nice. Okay.
Mission. I'm so glad. Yeah. How do I get it back?
Okay. Alright, come here, follow me. I'll give you a sick weapon.
That's your guys.
Okay, okay, wait. Watch this. Watch this. Come here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but take this.
Do
Take
you
this
find it
weapon.
amusing?
Yeah. This dude dropped it.
We are ready when you are. Better be soon. Nice to see you.
Oh, cool. Okay, I got it. So, well, we're good.
I'm gonna go up. It's like, what's the wards coming up. I have no ammo. Anything. I don't have enough money. Ammo?
Oh, there you go.
Insta-kid.
Got it.
I'm collecting for the armor. There we go.
Ammo if I need. Very nice. Big fucking pot jug, good count. Really?
Good afternoon, sir. Do you know what today is?
I don't know, I got high end. What is that? Robots doing shit. Hey, yo, I put a hand on him.
Do you find it amusing?
I think that's the arm I found as well.
Yeah, you put it on him. Hey, that's sick. So we're building a robot.
We go here to get up higher.
Yes, sir.
Exit window is locked up tight.
This map is gonna take some time to get used to.
Yes, it is.
What the?
Oh, they're coming. Go up.
I wish I knew where you guys are.
I don't know.
Maybe elevator? Dark entity elevator. Okay. So we're gonna fight the dark entity.
You stay away from me a bit.
They explode like dogs.
Yeah.
Rise and slaughter. Max ammo.
Hey.
Ah. Yeah. Hey, there's a door here. Oh, oh shit. I get scanned you that though. Oh, I think he needs to scan the robot.
Bioscanner, huh? You
Oh,
can find a plastic
open.
surgeon. Maybe you can kill two birds with one stone.
Oh my
Whoa, happened. Damn. Wow, you got watching something.
That's kind of funny.
What the fuck?
Because I just like looked behind me and then immediately there's like 4 of them out of nowhere.
Damn.
Fucking scared the shit out of me.
Bonus point.
I think the highest is us at the beginning. That's what I read. It's the highest. I think they fix ray gun. Yeah. I should actually shoot. Yeah, I think they fixed ray gun.
It's fun.
Nice.
Max armor.
Talking about armor. I need to find it. Man.
Do not fuck with the big metal ball. There's a monstrosity called the
Huh.
Forsaken trapped inside.
Okay. Ball. You have to fucking break it. Oh shit.
That's what I do.
He has to fucking break.
ID confirmed. Dr. Fowler, S. Teleporter access granted.
Well, shit. Maybe you aren't neophytes after all.
Teleporter, teleporter. I day. Quantum computing. Computing library. Brace yourself for challenges. Get it.
Trial is so vanilla.
Kill in the location some.
Kill them to
All
death.
the way fucking down there.
Oh, here. I could kill you here.
Minimum trial success criteria achieved.
Fucking hell. Don't be so good.
Upgrading trial reward. Keep it up.
We're so close.
I'm so lost.
5 more.
Fascinating performance.
Got it. Yeah, that's
Trial
close.
stage 3 reached. Your performance has certainly given me a great deal to think about. Thinking concluded.
Hey, found the monkey. Hey, hello.
Full power.
Get yourself that decoy. Good. I marked it.
Kaboom.
Oh, they left.
Of course.
Did you notice a pattern? That was deeper than It's good. It gives us time to explore the
Yeah,
map.
they're already done. Easter egg.
Yeah, and we don't know parkour. It's the first time being through.
Oh my god. You honey.
Bonus point.
Fucking hell. Over here is a good circle to run around. Gotta shoot those. Mamo, chciałoby ci się nałożyć obiad?
No, tylko ściszę. Poczekaj, bo to już jest zimne wszystko.
Dobra,
Muszę ziemniaki przegrzać, dam wam.
okej. Nie musisz ziemniaku, co tą rybę?
No to jeszcze muszę dorobić ryby, bo to dwa kawałki, bo muszę dopiec.
Aha, dobra,
Będziecie mieć, zaraz będziecie mieć.
okej. Dzięki.
No?
Do you find it amusing?
Insta-kill. Max armor.
This is chapter 1. I'm just gonna play Wallflower till y'all ask to dance.
Andre unlocked Grim Reaper.
Oh. Damn. Grim Reaper is the fucking minigun.
I know. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god.
I connect the robot is built.
Yeah. Uber Klaus is taking.
Oh. I come. Where are you?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm coming.
Wherever we were, that's where I
Yeah.
Double points.
Oh my god.
Oh, kurwa.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
You got like a shield or some shit. Okay, I need a shield. Monkey, come
Made a
on.
fatal mistake.
Full power.
Okay, oh, no ammo.
Wow. Leave me alone, you bitch. No.
I don't, okay.
Thank you.
I have no ammo in nothing. Alright, I gotta go. I'm this way.
This way. Oh, fine. Jump everything.
You just made a fatal mistake.
Alright.
Okay, there's some ammo here.
Oh, I guess phosphorus.
Gotta fucking move.
If you push the next.
Get your ass. I ain't getting violent.
The rotor's acting up, which Strauss ain't a fan of. I gotta fix it before he has an aneurysm.
Finish it up. Alright.
Oh, he's getting fucked up. Okay, I'm not. Fuck. Fucking ooh. Fucking ooh.
Ah!
Okay, you got craft. Let's see.
Oh,
We're very close 4. Okay.
I need fucking got fucking.
Okay. Oh shit.
Whoa, we need to reload or something. Shit.
Damn.
Oh, God. You
That's just
fucking
yeah, I'll run.
Alright. Ah. Okay, you were correct. No.
There you go.
That was crazy.
That's a lot of scrap.
Oh shit.
I teleported right. Anti-gravity chamber, that means pocket punch.
Lunch. Fucking lunch.
I don't see it though.
No! Jesus, why will you not die?
I'm so confused. I'm so confused, bro. No? Tak, dzięki.
Nie jest gorąca. Chyba, że będzie chcieć. To...
Okej, dzięki.
A ciebie nie smakuje drinka.
No, dzięki. You said if you want a suit.
Is that picture?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking
That shit, okay.
fuck yes.
Honestly, I'm gonna need a refill because that shit is good as fuck, so refill yourself as well. Alright, how the I need to fucking back up.
I'm gonna go PS.
PS4.
PS4.
Alright, where's the pocket punch from? I'm being like,
Everything actually do.
yeah.
Down. Okay.
I need to pocket punch my weapon. I gotta buy myself that thing in it.
I have a very hello there. I have a ribbon.
You good? I'm in the contaminated area.
Oh god.
Yeah. What is that? Oh, insert the bison. Ooh, the whole fucking
Biorszdej.
I don't know what the fuck you are. Where are you?
I am where you were.
So you're okay. Let me go back. Oh, okay, I see. Oh.
Thank you.
The game 4 that we died. I actually got up.
What the fuck? That's insane.
Damn it.
At
Those
least it's
assholes are
not dead.
fast.
Okay, that's good. He's on fucking ground.
That's funny. The game thinks with it.
Oh, good. I good enough to prevent that.
We glitched out the game.
So we back. Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
Double points.
And the funniest thing was I had self-revive. They just killed me all.
It was like, no.
I lost everything.
That's so fucked.
No, bro, I got it.
Oh,
My weapon. Pocket punch weapon. Yeah, the game just glitched the fuck out.
that's so weird.
Damn.
Okay, well, that's good. You just need your perks more.
Yeah.
Delinquents.
Oh no. It's not pocket punch. I lost everything.
Oh,
Yeah, don't worry. Let's just get clapped. We'll get clapped. We kind of understand with the tickets. Oh, now they're gonna let me. Yeah, let's get clapped. Let's eat. You zombie. What? I guess that's effective. Yeah.
This is a complete guide to completing the Reckoning Easter egg on Black Ops 6 Zombies. This can be completed both solo or co-op, and this guide will be as comprehensive as possible so you can beat this Easter egg on your first attempt. Let's just jump straight into things with my recommended loadout, but if you find this guide useful, let me know down below in the comments and drop this video a like. There is a wide range of weapons suitable for this Easter egg, but I personally grabbed the Biorszdej shotgun as it was incredible for everything in this Easter egg and for the boss fight. Build upgrades, 100% recommend the Ether Shroud field upgrade. Gobble guns aren't required, but anything useful like Psychoholic, Rain Drops, Power Keg will be really useful in the boss fight. Jumping straight in, the first thing you want to do is open up the map to get Pack-a-Punch activated, but whilst doing that, we can already begin some of the Easter egg steps. The first involves opening a secret room to activate the boss fight teleporter. So from the spawn room, open up this door towards Mutant Research because we can begin a quest step straight away. In Tower 1 Mutant Research Lab, you're going to want to walk over to this box right here and interact with it, where you'll be able to pick up a syringe part. Once you've got that, continue following the prompts towards Richtofen's office, taking you over to Tower 2, and then take this elevator from Android Assembly towards the top of NC Containment. Continue following the prompts over to Tower 1 Executive Office, then open the marked door by to continue towards Richtofen's office. Now at this point, at some point between round 5 and round 6, you should have your first special round where taking down one of the robots has the chance of a Klaus arm dropping. You're going to need to get a Klaus arm from 2 different special rounds at some point in the game. There is a chance that you'll get one from your first, there is a chance you'll also get one from your second. Just pay attention where you're taking them down and looking at the ground to make sure you don't miss any of these arms if they drop. Once inside the director's office, interact with this snow globe to open up this room for sub-level 10. Follow the prompts to restart the particle accelerator by turning power on via that button there. Then completed the simple objective to shoot 12 of the different Ethereum deposits from the different pipes. Once completed, you will notice that either side of the particle room will now be orange and there will be a floating human body in that beam. What we need to do now is take this platform into the beam and it will transform you into a ball orb, and you need to move towards the direction of that body. So in my case, it was more left, so when I was about to pass the body, I moved my character to the left, and if done correctly, the body should fall to the ground. If you interact with it, you'll be able to use the syringe on that body to get a blood sample. Periodically, the items in the laser will disappear, so just wait about 10 to 15 seconds, and you can try as many times as you want in order to get this body to drop. We now need to head back to Mutant Research Lab and interact with the syringe box that we've recently got, and you should pop it inside, and after a brief interaction, this test chamber will spawn in a Fowler Mangler. It's a pretty strong HVT, so depending on what round you're doing this on, you might want to make sure you have your gun Pack-a-Punch at this point, or at least at a higher rarity. But when taken down, the Mangler will drop a Fowler Mutant Injection, which you want to pick up. Shortly after, the other chambers in that room will activate, including a Disciple, as well as Toxic Zombies, so be sure to take them all out, just so that you don't have these roaming around the map later, and the Disciple isn't creating any more zombies. Now at this point, staying inside a Mutant Research Lab, you are going to come across a special zombie that only spawns in this area that will drop a keycard item that looks like this. This zombie can spawn at any point in the Research Lab area, but once you've picked it up, you need to interact with this box, which will open and reveal a DNA vial that you can pick up. We now want to head to the Dark Entity Containment area and go up the stairs, and you should see this face scanner right here. You want to use the mutant injection that you got from the previous step, and then interact with the eye scanner, which will scan your mutant injection. If done correctly, you'll be put out the mutant injection, and this door will open, revealing a brand new teleporter room. Once you are in here, you're going to want to come up to this desk and interact with it. And as you can see, we have a note here. Now we've got to pay attention to 2 parts of the note. We need to look at the number that it is, so in mine it says 5 combat goggles, and then we need to look at the date for archive. We need to find 4 total notes around the map that are similar to this, detailing different items. This first note will always be here in Teleportation Labs, so make sure you interact with the desk to get it. You need to pay attention to the number before the word of the item, and then you need to look at the numbered month underneath. So in this scenario, we have 5, and it was archived on the 10th month of the year, so 5/10. You now need to find 3 other notes that are going to be in the executive office all around that tower, and there are a lot of spawns around this area. One note location can be found here on the director's desk, and in my game this was 3, and then the month was 8. Another was found in the executive suite, and this was 4, and the month was 9. And another note was found here on this coffee table inside the director's office in the blue projector room, and this was 1, and our month was 7. Another potential spawn is down low in executive suite, where it can be on this table right here near the weapon wall by. Another could be in front of the door leading into the director's office on this table here, and another can be found under the TV here in the director's office, right next to this all by location here. In total, there should be 4 total note spawns for you, and you need to note down the number next to the object and then the month. If you've got all of these, you then need to reorder them from the earliest month to the latest month. So specifically in my game, my 4 notes ended up with these, and all you have to do is rearrange these dates so you start from the earliest day to the last date. So the earliest date here is number 1, so I know that my first code number is going to be 1, and the second earliest date is going to be number 3 because it's 7 and then 8. The third digit is going to be my number 4 here because that's the following month after 8, and then the number 5 is the final one because it's the latest month. So that gives us our full code of 1345. This will change in your game, so it won't be the same as you're seeing here, but the exact same logic applies to get this 4-digit code. With your 4-digit code, head into the new room that we just opened and interact with this computer to put in the 4-digit code, and if done correctly, you will see an access granted screen, and we can now move on to the next step, where if we head down to Tower 1 Computing Core, you're going to need to purchase the Melee Macchiato perk. It's right here in this room, so it's very easy, but you want to melee this machine with Melee Macchiato.
Dobra, zobacz.
No dobra, no właśnie mówiłam, że dobra.
Kurde, ale zupa. No więcej trzeba. A jest jej jeszcze sam, nie? A, no dobra zupa. Ale jak zrobisz taką z tych ogórków, to...
Ja zrobię wam na wyjazd zupę, żebyście mieli też taką na drugi dzień, nie?
No.
You will get a confirmation quote, and that step is completed. Now we've done that, we can move on to the next step, which is to get the Gorg Effects Wonder Weapon. First step towards this involves heading into Mutant Research Lab and staring at 2 static TV screens. The first one can be found to the left of Deadshot Daiquiri. If we stare at it long enough, you will see that there will be a green word that flashes on screen, which in my case is Nettlesome. Second static screen can be found just behind the chamber that has Richtoffen's wife and son in, and in this game I had the word deceitful. I want to make a note of the first letter of your 2 words. In my case, with nettle and deceitful, I can make the initials ND or DN. With these 2 letters, look at this periodic table and look to see if you can find a matching element that matches the 2 letters from your starting letter of each word. This changes every game and the words change every round, but in my case, ND was an element on the table and the atomic number next to it is the number 60. Now we're going to be putting in a 3-digit code. So in this case, since it's only 2 digits, our first digit is going to be 0. If we make our way upstairs, we can input the code in this keypad, and if correct, should light up blue and opens up the Bioweapons Lab room, where inside is going to be a SIT behind this glass box that acts as a soul box. Here we want to fill it up with the souls of vermin. Luckily in the room, vermin will pop out of zombies. You want to leave the vermin in front of the cyst and damage them, but not enough to kill them, and if done correctly, they levitate upwards towards the cyst, and you'll see a little yellow explosion will glow above the cyst if the vermin goes incorrectly. Once we've got a few vermin in there, we then need to repeat this with a few zombie souls, and after a while, we'll be able to interact with the cyst and pick it back up. Once you're able to pick the cyst up, we will then need to head down to the Tower 1 Quantum Computing Core area, which is where all the plants are. And once you're in the plant area, there will be 3 unique flowers that if you stand under with the cyst, that you will be able to charge it by standing under them, and you will automatically pull out the cyst, and there'll be a timer on your screen. These yellow flowers will be shooting goo, so just watch out because that can hurt you. You want to hang around under all 3 until the health of all of them disappears. You don't have to do these all in one go. So if you've got a zombie, you can run around and come back to complete the bar. If you run around the main room and just outside the main room, you should be able to find the right flowers pretty easily. After the cyst has been charged from 3 flowers, head to the Tower 2 Dark Entity Containment Area, which is the room where the Forsaken is. You'll want to interact with this computer that specifically has text about a power surge that when interacted will start one with electricity flowing into one corner of the Forsaken. Here there are 3 other computers in the room that you can interact with to start the next step, and if you run around the room anti-clockwise following the path that I show you, you'll be able to interact with the 3 other computers super quick within the time frame to complete this step, and if done correctly, there'll be a big electricity surge and an Uber Klaus will spawn in. And the objective here isn't to take down Uber Klaus, but to simply shoot both plays off both shoulders. Once both shoulders are off Uber Klaus, lead it near the panel/electricity
that's why they quit, because we killed
and the
them.
Forsaken will then be transferred into the Uber Klaus, turning this into a very cool HVT boss fight where you have to take down the Forsaken Klaus and then the Forsaken Klaus core. I would advise you have pack-a-punch weapons at this point, because this is going to be pretty difficult otherwise, but once you've taken the boss out, you will then have the Gorg Effects Wonder Weapon drop, where one player in the game can pick it up. From here, the Easter egg gets very cool, because it actually splits into 2 different sides, and I'll be showing you how to complete both, whilst also advising what is the easier option, but both sides grant you a variant of the Gorg Effects, but you can't get the other one in the same game, so choose wisely. But just before we do that, there is one step you need to do with the base Gorg effects. Make your way to Tower 2 sub level 10, and at this desk area here, you should see a bunch of screens that will say boost ready. On the start of a new round, activate this. During this, you will have a very quick amount of time to shoot 4 different quantum vermin in the room that will be up really, really high, using your wonder weapon. 3 of them will be watching from afar and 1 will be on the ground. Once all 4 of these have been taken out, you can then take out zombies, which will then be filling up a stall box up by the computers that we just activated. And the idea is to try and get as many zombie souls filled as possible, so that once the sequence is over, the device that's floating outside above that room should have a glowing blue orb on it, which will look like this. Interact with the orb to pick it up and it will be placed onto your Gorg effects.
That was then that's cool. And there's
teleportation lab, but at no point can you shoot your weapon. If you do, you will lose this blue orb and you'll have to repeat this step on the following round. With your glowing Gorg effects, shoot a charge shot at this portal here and it will materialize a portal which will later be for the boss fight. Now that's out of the way, let's upgrade the Gorg effects to both variants. But let me first show you the easier option, which is to side with panels. It grants you the Gorg effect C. Firstly, make your way to Tower 1 Executive Suite and interact with this door right here to get a quick interaction with Blanchard. The Gorg Effect C, head to Tower 1 Janice Reception and interact with this big red button, which will trigger a shutdown event, where you have to wait for this maintenance cloud to work on the PC in the middle of the room. Once he's finished with that, one of the elevators in the reception will stop working. And in order to get it working again, you need to go up the other elevator on the opposite side of the room and then find the shaft of the broken elevator. From above, you are going to be parachuting down the shaft of the broken elevator, and it's important that you interact with the 3 glowing red buttons on the wall on the way down. If you miss any of these buttons, you can just go ahead and attempt this again. But if you've hit all 3 red buttons correctly, you'll be sent up the shaft where the Panos orb will be waiting. At this point, Panos will then possess zombies, turning them an electric blue. All you need to do here is take down all of the blue electrified zombies only using the Gorg Effects Wonder Weapon. You'll notice that each of the orbs will then be spiraling around the main machine in the quantum computing lab. When you've taken down every zombie, Panos will return to his original ghostly form at the front of the main structure in the same room. And interacting with Panos with the Gorg Effects in hand will upgrade it into the Gorg Effects C. And that's that side of the Easter egg, but if you want to do the other side, you'll unlock the Gorg Effects N and you'll be siding with Blanchard, although it's not really siding. Once you have the Gorg effects, go towards Executive Suites and talk to Blanchard by interacting with this door right here. He requests that he wants you to pick up a few items. Before that, there's another item we need to get. Once you've spoken to Blanchard, head down to the quantum computer lab and you'll want to pick up the Sprouts counter from the main terminal in the middle of the room. Once you have that Sprouts counter, you then want to teleport to the other tower and hold out your Sprouts counter to find a high energy area. There are multiple areas where this Sprouts counter will lead you to, but it will most likely lead you to a zombie window barrier with a radiation of around 9.6 at the highest. Once you're at the zombie window, there should be an item somewhere in that window. If you can't see it, just go ahead and use a charge shot of your Gorg effect somewhere, and a box should fall over and a vial will pop out at you for you to pick up. Now we've got that, there's just a few items we now need to pick up around the map. One part we need is back in the room where the cyst was in one of the original Gorg effect steps. Firstly, find the scientist on the floor in one of the corners of this room and interact to pick up this item, which is the clean hood. Pick your quest items in the menu to make sure that you've got it. Another part is a PC fan, which is in the Forsaken room. To the left of the Arsenal station will be on this machinery laying like this. You've picked up that part. The final part is some tubing, which can be found in the outside quantum computer area, kind of near where Speed Cola is. Finally, with all the items collected, head back to Blanchard's door in the executive suite and interact to build an essence extractor. Once it's built, insert the file that you collected earlier on, and a lockdown sequence will begin, which will last for 1.5 minutes, and it's quite tough, depending on the round you're on, to make sure you're as prepared as you can be. You'll have zombies, you will have Klaus robots, you need to protect the health of it for 1 minute 30. Once you've completed this lockdown, Blanchard's essence will be stuck into the device. Well done, you can take a little breather, you're almost there now. From here, interact with the machine once again to pick up Blanchard's life essence, which acts very similar to the ether canister from Liberty Falls, where you'll need to carry this all the way from one side of the map to the other towards Tower 1 Bioweapons Lab. Making your way from one part of the map to the other, you will lose health during this, so at any point if you're about to lose a lot of health, just drop it momentarily and then pick it back up once you've got your health back. Once you're at the Tower 1 Bioweapons Lab, aka the system room, interact with the glass machine to the right of where the cyst was, and you should be able to craft the Gorgofex N. In my opinion, I think it is slightly stronger for the Easter egg quest and boss fight, but it's purely down to personal preference which upgrade you want to go for. But remember, once you've chosen one of these, you cannot do the other. At this point, you probably also had a few more Klaus special rounds where you hopefully should have got that second arm to drop. We are now going to get the 2 leg parts for Klaus, which always spawn in on the map and don't require a special Klaus round. One leg can be found here in this corner in Tower 2 of Android Assembly, so pick it up right there and you should see it as your invent. Another spawn location for another leg can be in this door here in Android Assembly, just in front of the teleporter, but as you can see it wasn't there in my game, but it could be there in your game. If not, another location could be beside this box in front of the elevator leading up, and with all the body parts you should be able to attach it to this Klaus droid facing directly from the teleporter and Android Assembly. You then want to progress to a round where you have an Uber Klaus spawn in, and you want him to use his energy mine attack in front of the Klaus robot. And if done correctly, you will hear a quote from Klaus about Klaus Industrial reporting in, offering for help. With all of the parts on Klaus, he should spawn in and begin typing on a computer, where you'll need to progress to the next round. Once completed, Klaus is going to move to the Dark Entity containment area of the map, where you need to follow him all the way to this SAM trial, interact with the trial, where you're then going to need to complete whatever trial is given, which is normally to kill zombies in the marked location. Once completed, Klaus will move again and he will move into the Tower 2 teleportation lab, but he'll now be typing on this computer. And if done correctly, that's all done with Klaus and we can move on to the next step. There is only one more step before we are ready for the boss fight. If you make your way into Tower 1 Quantum Computing Core, you should be able to see this little thing in the window here that if you use a charged Gorg effect shot on, will drop down a fungal head. We'll now need to head to one of several locations around both towers where there is going to be a section with sprinklers as well as this yellow water bucket. One location can be here in Project Janus Reception, and the idea is that you're going to want to push this bucket until it is underneath one of the sprinkler systems by meleeing it in the direction that it matches. Now it seems that the sprinklers will always be on one area of the map at any time, so if it's not here in the reception, just run around the map to a different area. Also listen out with your sound effects if you can hear sprinklers on. Where in my game, I found them on in Android Assembly in Tower 2, and I had a yellow bucket here. So what I had to do is melee the bucket until it was under one of the sprinklers. You can see that it is filled up with water. From here, we now want to place the head in that water and then pick it back up. And you can see that there is a prompt to drop the fungal head. Now, whether you kill zombies carrying the head or you kill zombies with the head on the ground, killing zombies is going to be a soul box that is going to fill up the head with souls. Once you've got a few souls filled in, you'll then notice that a shadowy figure is going to be following you with weird glowing eyes that if it comes in contact with you, will start damaging you, so you need to keep on the move. But once you are no longer collecting any zombie souls, you then need to carry this fungal head all the way up to Tower 2 Dark Entity Containment, where we're going to be taking it into the Tower 2 Teleportation Lab. And what you want to do is interact with this teleporter, and if done correctly, you will see the head float onto the teleporter, and now we have one final step. Around the map, there are going to be Project Janus security boxes, which previously were locked, that are now unlocked. One of these locations can be found in the Mutant Research Test Area, area right here. Inside will be a vacuum seal device that will replace your tactical. Around the map there are going to be these weird purple objects that if you throw one of the vacuum seal devices at, it will then disappear, which you can then pick up. Another one of these items can be found just outside here, inside a mutant research test area, but we're going to need to get ourselves another one of those vacuum seal devices. Another location for one is in Android Assembly right here. And all we need to do is throw these at 4 purple objects around the map, continuously throwing it at them, then picking up the device and making sure every time you're picking it up, you can see the vacuum seal device invent number is going up. So there we had 2. With another one, you can throw it at this device here in research test area to make it 3, but there are various items in pretty much every area of the map. You don't need to do these items that I'm showing, but these are the ones that are the easiest and straightforward to find. And I found another one of these vacuum seal devices in the dark entity containment right near the back. There are more of them around the map, but you only need to find 4 in total and throw them at 4 different objects, and there are like 3, if not 4, around the executive suite of the director's office. So just throw one of them at one of these items, as you can see here. Another small location for a sealed vacuum device can be in the teleportation lab as well, but once you've thrown it at 4 weird items and you have 4 vacuum sealed devices in your invent, you are ready for the boss fight. But at this point, I highly recommend that you are triple pack-a-punch. You've got all the perks that you want, you've got the gobble gum set up ready for the boss fight. You also have a decent amount of points stocked up. So you have all 4 vacuum seal devices, just interact with this machine to insert all of them, then press the ready button, and you'll now be in a little bit of a lockdown where there are going to be 3 switches around the map that are going to be lit up red one at a time. You need to go ahead and interact with each of them to turn them green. During this, you'll have zombies, you'll have Uber Klauses spawning in. It will be a little bit hectic, so just make sure you are prepared. There is around a 20-second or so delay before the next lever becomes active, which you can see was right here to the right of Klaus. Once you've activated all 3 levers, that will be complete, and the portal will now take you into the boss fight. If you're playing in co-op, everyone will have to vote to be ready, so don't worry, it's not going to drag you in straight away unless everyone votes and is ready. But this boss fight is very different to anything we've had in Black Ops 6 Zombies before, because there are actually 2 boss fights. You choose which one you want to fight. Once you've teleported, you then want to interact with the Sentinel artifact, and you then need to vote if you want to choose to help Richtofen or SAM. In terms of what's easier, I definitely think SAM is an easier boss fight, so if you're trying to go the easier option, definitely pick that, but I'll show you both boss fights in this guide anyway. No matter which option you picked, the first part of this is going to be identical. The elevator is going to take you up to a platform called the Dark Ether Elements Vault 1, and what you need to do is fill up 3 cell boxes around this area. The first one can be found in this corner right here, second can be found in the middle of this area, and the third can be found just past that to the right in the corner. Now do bear in mind, in this area, you do have Arsenal machines and the Wonderfist machine if you didn't buy any extra perks before going in that you might want to get at this point. Once all 3 soul boxes are complete, you will get a quote from either Richtofen or SAM, and if you make your way back to the platform that got you here, all 4 of these pillars should be illuminated purple, which will take you up to the next part. Once you're in vault number 2, on top of the ceiling all around this area, there are going to be these purple lights, but some of them will not actually be lights, they will be dark ether crystals. So what you need to do is shoot any crystals that you see that are not fully formed lights. So there's going to be quite a few in this first section. Moving into the sort of middle area, you can see that there are quite a few crystals. These are randomized every time you play, so just be very vigilant to look and check the ceilings and not miss any crystals, because you will not be able to advance until you've destroyed every crystal in this area. Once completed, going back on the platform will raise you up, and the Sentinel artifact will have red laser beams beaming into it, taking you up to the boss arena. Let's first go over the SAM boss fight, because it is the easier and what I'd say is the more preferred one if you are trying to get this Easter egg completed with less difficulty. The basics of this boss fight is that SAM is going to be completely immune apart from 2 different attack modes. The first is going to be a laser beam, and after the laser beam has finished, there will be a small amount of time where there will be red critical points on SAM that you'll be able to shoot, as well as her eye, before she goes immune again. So when you see her laser, it's a great idea if you have a Casimir ready or Ether Shroud, just be able to unload as much damage into SAM as possible during this moment before she becomes immune again. During all of this, the best method in order to tackle this is to train around the boss fight arena either clockwise or anti-clockwise. When Sam enters the middle, she's going to do an attack where she spins around shooting a ton of energy mines, and it's during this that she can also take damage. Those are the only 2 main moments in this entire boss fight where you can actually do damage to her, so she'll be completely invulnerable besides that. In the meantime, meantime, between these attacks, just continuously train around the boss fight arena, and be sure to take down any zombies and heavy zombies so you can get yourself armor. You can really take advantage of her laser attack if you hide behind a piece of cover and just wait for the laser to be done. When the moment it is, just pop out and run towards her and just shoot all of those red critical spots that you see. She is a very tanky boss, so don't expect to be doing crazy damage fast very quickly. This is definitely one of those boss fights where you need to take your time, keep your distance from the energy mines that she drops, and just continuously try and put in damage during those two phases. Once you've done enough damage to her through the first phase, she will disappear and a SAM trial will begin within the boss fight arena. Now, it is definitely worth trying to complete this and get the full mastery progress on this, because if you manage to, she will drop you a free perk can power-up, which is very useful if you dying wished and lost quick revive at any point during the boss fight. Once completed, SAM will return with the same 2 attacks as the previous phase, with the only difference is that the energy mines will be a little bit more frantic than they were before. Continue to damage her to get rid of her completely, and moving into the 3rd phase now, there will be another SAM trial. As this one begins, there will be a max ammo that will spawn somewhere in the arena, so be sure to grab that before it disappears. Completing this successfully will also grant you a free random perk if you manage to get legendary rarity. In this 3rd and final phase, her attacks are exactly the same, but she can also launch you into the sky where you're going to need to paraglide back down. Her energy mine spinning will also be a lot more sporadic, but if you make sure you're constantly running away from her, it usually will not target you, which is pretty nice. Right at the very end, she will spawn a ton of other dark ether portals that will drop more enemy types for you, temporarily disappearing, but once she's back, you should have more than enough opportunity after a laser attack to get the final blows in and complete the boss fight. Moving on to the Richtofen boss fight, it is almost identical in the original setup, but once you get onto the roof, you will be presented with a Uber Richtofen boss fight instead of SAM. This works very similarly to a normal Uber class that you've been tackling all throughout the Easter egg up until this point, where his shoulder pads are going to be extremely weak. Field upgrades like Ether Shroud are going to be extremely useful for shrouding so that you can take off those shoulder pads. For a weapon like the Mouse Drum, this is actually going to feel a bit too easy. This first phase is really relaxed. However, do not be fooled, because as he's getting lower and lower, there will be an Uber Klaus spawn, there will be many Uber Klaus calls spawning in, there will be a lot of projectiles and stuff facing you as you try and get Uber Richtofen's health all the way down. Once Uber Richtofen's health is completely depleted, you would think that that was the end of the boss fight, but Richtofen is now a Klaus core, flying around the map like Iron Man. This is where the boss fight gets quite difficult, as you have Uber Klauses, the special round Klauses, normal zombies, and Richtofen will now be flying around dropping air raids on you, including bombs that stay dormant on the boss fight arena that you need to avoid. You need to be constantly moving around the map clockwise in order to avoid his beams from the sky. Ether Shroud is very good in this boss fight, especially for taking Richtofen down during this moment. But other guns like Idolize might also be very good as well. No matter which side you decide to go for the boss fight, I really hope you found this guide useful. I know it was a long one, but I tried to keep it as comprehensive as possible. If you need a guide for any other Easter egg in Black Ops 6 Zombies, I have a playlist link down below in the description, as well as these videos on the screen for the Shattered Veil, as well as the tube if you need it, and I'll have additional help in the description for this Easter egg, as well as a tips and tricks guide on the best ways to get this done as quickly and as easily as possible. But thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed.
This is...
We're gonna have to first know the map to even know where to find anything. Oh. Hey,
so much.
that's what I got.
Watching the fish and just really slap. Why don't you just do it? It's all the steps you go and up.
The thing is, like, if you could figure it out, which is what they give you, the information that they give you on the map, that makes sense. But there's no way you can do this without watching a walkthrough. You can't just guess all of those steps.
Yeah.
You couldn't guess a single one, right? I mean, not you. But people in general couldn't guess any of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know? You gotta go look for this thing over here behind this other thing and shoot it, and then take, like, how do you meant to know that shit? You just have to use YouTube. Same reason we stopped playing D&D, that there were so many shits that we had to do,
Yeah.
but you had to, like, go through the video.
I feel like they did a bit too much.
If you're having to watch videos to be able to play your game,
Yeah.
it's shit.
Yeah. No, don't fucking crap. We added a map along.
The map's not bad. Easter eggs. Ridiculous.
Yeah, they need to make us stronger.
This dude was talking fast the whole time.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Easter egg guide for the Reckoning, the final DLC map of Pokemon 6 Zombies. This Easter egg is pretty easy, but the boss fight can be a little bit challenging, so get ready. Without further ado, let's jump into the guide. So as soon as you spawn inside the map, the first thing I want you to do is walk over to this mob bucket. I want you to nailing the mob bucket until it's underneath this sprinkler system. And we're going to come back to that later. And when you come back to it, hopefully it'll be full of water. So next, we're going to follow the Pack-a-Punch icons and make our way to Pack-a-Punch. Once you get to that room, you interact with the computer, and then some crystals will start spawning into that room. We're going to shoot all of the crystals, and once they're all gone, the Pack-a-Punch will spawn in. Next, we want to go and build Klaus the robot. It's building with 2 arms and some legs.
Really?
Klaus is still in
Shit.
and now at the minute, it seems like you can only get 1 arm per bonus round. So shoot the arms of these Klauses, and you will get 1 on either round 5 or 6, and then 1 again on either round 10, 11, or 12. Klaus's legs, they are always located in the same places. When they look inside room, the room that we're going to get them inside of is the Android Assembly. Now, of course, it's going to be 2 of these legs. They stick out pretty easily because they're white inside. You'll find it pretty easily because they're always inside of this room or around this area. Here at the location time. But next, we're going to go and build Klaus, just by going over to the area where he's currently hanging from the ceiling in the Android Assembly. It's over there, and you put on his arms like this. Now we're going to wait for a special zombie to spawn in, and this special zombie will be inside of the Mute Research, or inside of the Mute Research test area. It tends to be quite random when he spawns in, but at the minute we think that he might spawn in any time after round 6 inside of this area if you stay in. When you kill the zombie that spawns in, he will drop a key card. And you can pick up that keycard. That keycard will now allow you to open up this fridge safe thing inside of the Mute Research test area. Once it's open, you will be able to then pick up a file that's inside of there. Well, next we're going to be in the Mute Research lab, where we're going to go over to this computer right here, interact with it, and you'll notice that this syringe will open up, giving you a syringe. Now we're going to go make our way to the Pack-a-Punch room, where we can actually jump inside of the beam, and you'll see there's a zombie floating in the beam. We're going to maneuver over to that zombie, and when we touch it, it will drop to the ground. And now you can interact with that zombie on the ground with a syringe, and you'll notice inside of your invent that syringe is now filled up. After this, we'll go back to the same place we got the syringe before in the Mute Research Lab, place the syringe back inside of that computer, which will now spawn Fowler and and we can just instantly kill him. After he's died, he'll drop a Fowler mutant injection. I'm going to say this is the top level of the Dark Entity containment room, where you'll notice there's an eye scanner on the wall. If we can interact with that eye scanner and then go inside of the mutant injection, the eye scanner will read us, think there was someone that works in the lab, and open the secret door, revealing the secret teleport. Our next job is to wait until we get a Mecha Klaus inside of the man, and we're going to take him down to where we built Klaus before. We're going to get into his range of attack, or his electric attack, right next to Klaus, which will power Klaus on and bring him to life. Once Klaus comes to life, he's going to start interacting with the computer next to him. And now we can flip the round. When we get to the next round, he's going to hook up that computer. If we follow him, he'll go over to a sound trial there. So how do you now do that sound trial? And it will always be get a certain amount of kills inside of that area. And when you successfully go that, you'll see that he moves then again over to the teleports that you opened up before with a secret injection. And when you go inside of that room, you'll now notice that he's now on the computer inside of that room. Up next, we need to get a 4-digit code for this computer that's inside of that teleportation like where Klaus now is. So yeah, this 4-digit code, it's relatively simple. You'll notice in the computer terminal behind Klaus that you can interact and you'll have a pop-up on the screen saying sound files. And it'll have a number, it will have an item like a wristwatch, for example, on mine right here, and it will also have an archive date. For this date, we are literally just looking at the first number, so ours is 9. Now we've got our first one of these, and our number is 9. We're going to go and find another 3 of these that will always be located inside of the director's office or the executive suite. These are possible locations, and I'll show you some that I've got on my image right here. But once again, when you interact with all of these, you're going to be looking at the number of the actual article itself, so the number before the item, and then also the archive date. And the archive date, well, the first number on the archive date is going to tell us which number we type these in. So, for example, you guys can see in my name right now that I got the number 6, which is a 6. I also got the number 5, which is a 10. I got the number 2, which is a 12. And then obviously in my original room, I got the number 4, which is a 9. The gate itself is that first one on the gate. The now number is going to be 6, 4, 5, 2. And we're going to type that into that 4-digit keypad inside of the teleportation. This number will be different every single game, but like I said, the order is the date. So the earliest date is first, and so on, and you use the number at the top next to the item. Up next, we need to go and get a brain, and this brain is located inside of the quantum computing core. We think that you don't need Bailey Macchiato for this, but if you are not being able to open this, it's because you don't have Bailey Macchiato. We think you don't need it. If you melee this unit, you will see a brain appear. You now pick up the brain. Now you're going to go as fast as you can all the way back to that room that you were just in inside of the teleportation line. And you'll be able to put the brain inside of the computer to the left of the clouds. Up next, we're going to make our way inside of the mutant research test area and also the mutant research lab. Inside of that room, we've got 2 screens that are showing static. One inside of the testing area, and then once again inside of the lab. On those static screens, when you look over to them, when you flip around, you'll notice that you get a word showing on each of those static screens. That word will be different every single game, but you are looking at the first letter of each of those words. And they represent an element which will be on the periodic table located inside of the mutant research test area. We're going to be looking at the first letter of both of those words, and together they make a 2-letter element which will be on the periodic table. We're getting the number that it represents in the top left corner of its little cube, and we're putting a 0 in front of it. So it'll be 0 and then the number in the top left of the square where your 2 letters are. We then go up the stairs inside of this area and then type in our 3-digit code that we now have, opening this secret room up. Once we're inside of that secret room, you'll notice that we now have some green goo that's located inside of this computer. We now have to train zombies around this goo and damaging them slightly with a relatively weak weapon. Notice by doing this, the zombies will start getting dragged into the machine. After you manage to drag around 10 zombies into the machine, you'll be able to actually pick up that green goo, which is called the cyst. Now we're going to take the cyst to the one spot and stand up the glowing mushrooms, where the mushroom's energy will then go inside of the cyst. And we need to do this to 3 glowing mushrooms in total. Now we're able to make our way to the dark entity containment room, where these screens will now be turned on, and there's going to be 4 of these screens that you need to activate. So, in the same order that I did right here, or maybe a different order, but definitely the same screens, you'll be able to interact with them. And when they all turn on, you'll go to this pressure plate, will start with an electric on it, and an Uber Klaus will spawn in. Your job is to get the Uber Klaus really low on health and make him stand on that pressure plate that's electrified. Do not kill him on there, just have him as low health. The easiest way to do this It's to hurt his shoulders and knock his shoulder pads off, and then having on that pressure point. The stream will then flush the white, and he'll turn into the Forsaken. We now need to kill that Forsaken. Once you kill both variants of the Forsaken, you'll then notice that you can place the cyst that you got before inside of the glowing core, which will then create at this point, we need to make our way to the back corner. We're going to then take the computer terminal that we originally utilized to terminal early. This time, the beam inside of the box is going to turn red. We're now going to have blue vermin spawn into this area. We're now going to be able to kill this when we've killed enough vermin and enough zombies inside of there, we'll go to set where we can scratch the computer, we'll now have able to all that we can make it go we need to take this back and do a charge shot and a tough water to break the crystals. Now we're going to make our way to the quantum computing core room. Now we can shoot a charge shot of a wonder weapon inside of this gap in the ceiling. That will then drop down a zombie head. Now we're going to take that zombie head back to the buckets that I told you guys to put under the sprinkler system right at the start of the game. Fingers crossed, that sprinkler system will now have been on, and that bucket will be full of water. You now place the head inside of that bucket, which will then cleanse the head, and you can now pick it back up again. When you pick it back up, that will then be a soul box, and your job is then get kills around yourself, which will then fill up and charge that head. Once you've got enough kills, you make your way back inside of the teleportation lab and place the head next to the teleporter. Now there's going to be multiple rooms that we can do the next time, so feel free to in any room you want. They'll always take place inside of the Tower 1 areas. You can now go over to one of these 5 boxes that are going to be inside the map and pick up a secret merge device. Once you pick it up, you'll notice that we now have purple floating objects inside of the map on each floor of Tower 1. You can throw those merge devices at those purple floating items. It will then capture it similar to a Pokeball, and you can pick it back up again. Once you've done this 4 times, you're then going to be able to go back to the teleportation lab, place in those merge devices all the Pokeballs, whatever you want to call them, inside of this device right here, and you'll officially be able to start the final encounter right before the boss fight. Once it starts, notice that you've got 5 switches inside of this teleportation line, and you can switch once they turn red. They're going to turn red one at a time, and switch them from red to green, and once you interact with all 5 of these, and they're all green, after a short while, the lockdown will finish, and you can enter the boss fight by interacting with the teleporter. Once you've interacted with that teleporter, you're then going to be inside of that boss fight going into the first phase, which is to fill up these ether canisters. There's going to be 3 of these ether canisters as our first thing that we have to do. So all you're going to do is interact with it, turn them on, and then start getting kills with them. Then get back on the elevator while we go to the next floor, and then we're going to shoot the glowing crystals. After we've shot all of the glowing crystals, then the elevator is going to rise once again and will be placed inside of the boss fight. Also, before we get to this point, right before the elevator, you're going to be able to either pick Samantha or Richtofen in this boss fight. Whichever one you pick, you're going to be fighting the opposite person. So if you pick Samantha, you'll be fighting Richtofen, and if you pick Richtofen, you're going to be fighting Samantha. Samantha is easier. If you want an easy boss fight, pick Samantha. If you want something really challenging, pick Richtofen. When you get inside of the actual boss fight, Samantha is going to be the giant orb, and she'll do damage and attacks to you. But you can only damage her when she's either A, doing an attack, or B, when she opens up her red orbs. When she shows off her red orbs, make sure you shoot her. It's definitely good to have a ranged weapon at this point. Under the triple punch AR. And after you've got her all the way down, you've finished the boss fight, and you've finished the map, and you've got the ending cutscene, and the final Easter egg is complete. One comes 6. So, hope you guys enjoyed this Easter egg guide in the map. Make sure you actually smash the like button and massively appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want more videos. The links down in the means fun. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video or the next live show.
those.
Oh, update? Fuck off.
Here.
Another update. Oh, yes. Get the fuck up.